Why does Kenya have a new currency? The former currency had the portraits of the country's first two presidents, and that came with two problems. It promoted the cult of personality. In so doing, it made very nondescript fellows appear as though they were heroes. None of them is. It represented only two tribes, leaving out at least 41 others. And tribalism is quite an issue here. In fact, tribalism is more or less an arbiter of social, economic as well as political life in this country. Now we have a new currency that has the pictures of our wildlife. These are things that market our tourism, and can be identified with by the general citizenry. Unlike the portraits of two former presidents which very few people can identify with, the portraits of wildlife are socially and culturally relevant to all of us, and their relevance somehow transcends generations. So much will change about this country, but those icons placed on our currency will always remain true about it. And, for me, that's the magical genius of this new currency. It's not a new currency but new banknotes, and the reasons the Kenyan Gov has given are that it will help fight corruption, counterfeiting, forgery, money laundering, and to promote diversity. You know how African central banks are. They are easily coerced into doing politicians' bidding. We can't rule out that this was a proposal by partners like the World Bank, IMF and AfDB, but then again, who knows for sure. In a way, the introduction of new banknotes does help with fighting financial crimes like, but especially counterfeiting, money laundering and corruption. Counterfeiting, banknotes with the highest security features tend to be counterfeited less. An example is $100 US and Canadian bills, 100 Saudi Riyals, 100 ZMW, etc. One thing that all these big notes have is anti-counterfeiting features. Money laundering and corruption. When it comes to money laundering in Africa, most of it is done in hard cold cash, and when new banknotes are introduced, corrupt individuals hoarding money are exposed. Kenyans love their country, and in order for the Gov to promote diversity, it's only fair that their national currency doesn't promote division by only having certain leaders' portraits on the banknotes. Kenya has a new currency because Kenya and 208 other countries declared their freedom from the dollar and received authorization to all be asset-backed sovereign countries. BRICS countries put up the gold for all 209 countries to stop using the Federal Reserve US dollar and have their own currency, now trading internationally. The US will get its own new currency also. The initial currency that Kenya has been using since independence have been having the images of the first two presidents of the Republic of Kenya. A section of the legislators in the past felt that, to some extent, the images of the two presidents were promoting national unity. It was after a very long deliberation that the legislators agreed to change the currency, with the new ones having the pictures of the big five animals, e.g. elephant, lion, cheetah, etc.